All right, welcome everyone to the absolutely charming valley of Everdell. Just imagine it. Deep in the forest, under the branches of this massive, towering evertree, there's this bustling little civilization of critters. And guess what? You're about to lead them. We're going to step into this beautiful world and figure out exactly what it takes to build a city that everyone will be talking about for seasons to come.
So what's your mission, you ask? Well, it's pretty simple on the surface, but oh so challenging in practice. You're the leader of a little group of critters, and you've got just 1 year, that's 4 seasons, to build a brand new city from the ground up. And the goal? Not just any city. We're talking about making the most prosperous, the most celebrated, the absolute best city in the entire Valley of Everdell.
Okay, so before we can get to building, we're going to need some stuff, right? Every great city starts somewhere, and in Everdell, that means you've got to use what the forest gives you.
First up, twigs. Pretty straightforward, right? This is your basic lumber, the framework for all the cozy little homes and shops you're going to build.
And then you've got resin. Yep, it's exactly what it sounds like. The super sticky sap that's basically the glue holding your entire city together.
You're also going to need pebbles, for those strong foundations, sturdy walls, all the things that make your city feel permanent and safe.
And last but not least, my personal favorite, berries. Now, these aren't just a tasty snack. Oh no, think of berries as your currency. They're what you'll use to convince all those adorable, helpful critters to move into your brand new city.
All right, you know the resources. So how does this whole thing actually work? Well, this is where the beauty of Everdell really shines. It's so elegant. On your turn, you just have 3 simple choices. And here they are. This is the entire engine of the game. On your turn, you pick just one, of these 3 things. You can place one of your little critter workers to go get stuff. You can play a card to actually build your city. Or, when you're ready, you can prepare for the next season. That's it. So simple, but the strategy, well, that's where it gets interesting.
Okay, let's talk about that first option, because it's the one you're going to be doing a lot. Placing a worker is your bread and butter. You take one of your cute little wooden critters, plop them down on a spot on the board, and boom. That's how you get your resources, your twigs, your resin, all that good stuff. Or maybe you'll use them to draw more cards. Now, the game isn't just a random series of turns. It's got a flow, a real rhythm to it. You're actually playing through a whole year. And the changing of the seasons, that's the real engine that makes your city grow and your little workforce expand. So check this out. This is how things ramp up. When you move into spring, you get a brand new worker to use, plus you get to activate all your little production buildings. Then summer hits, you get another worker. And then look at autumn. You get a huge boost with 2 new workers, plus another round of production. You can really see how the game snowballs. You get more powerful as the year goes on. And this brings us back to that third action, preparing for the season. So eventually, you're going to run out of workers to place. They're all out there doing their jobs. That's when you take this action. You call everybody back home, scoop them all off the board, and then you get your new workers for the next season straight from the Evertree. It's like a big reset, getting you ready for the next big push. Okay, let's get to the real meat of the game, the cards. Honestly, the cards are everything. They are the actual buildings you're going to build and, just as importantly, the unique little characters who are going to live in them.
So you've basically got 2 types of cards you'll be playing. On one hand, you have constructions. These are your buildings, a farm, a school, you name it. You pay for these with those resources we talked about, twigs, resin, pebbles. Then you have the critters. These are your citizens, the little guys who work in your city. And you pay for them with berries. But you see that little note there? It says you can play them for free. How's that possible?
Exactly. That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? This is where the real genius of Everdell comes into play. It's all about the synergy, how your buildings and your citizens work together. Get this right, and you're on your way to a massive score. And here it is. This is the secret sauce. Check it out. If a critter card lists a specific building on it, and you've already built that building, you can play that critter for absolutely free. No berries required. So you build the farm, and suddenly the farmer moves in for free. You build the school, and the teacher just shows up ready to work. It's all about creating these awesome combos, and man, when you pull one off, you feel like a total genius.
Now hold on, you can't just go building an endless metropolis. There's a limit, a very important number, 15. Your city can only have a maximum of 15 cards in it. That's critters and constructions combined. That means every single spot is precious. Once you play that 15th card, that's it, your city's done. So you really have to make every single decision count. Sooner or later, everyone will have filled up their 15 spots. Everyone's passed their final turn, and the year in Everdell comes to a close. The winter moon is rising, and now it's time to see who built the greatest city of all.
So how do you figure out who won? It's actually pretty simple. You're going to get points from a few different places. First, every single card you built is worth some points right off the bat. Then you'll add in any special point tokens you grab during the game. And finally, and this is a big one, you'll get bonus points from card abilities, usually for collecting certain types of cards. Just add it all up, and whoever has the most points wins.
And that's it. That's your first year in the Valley of Everdell. It really is a game of just a few simple actions that blossom into these amazing complex strategies and create cities that are totally unique every single time you play. So as you get ready to gather your own little band of critters, the only real question is, when that winter moon finally rises, what story is your city going to tell?